You're tuned in to another episode of Make That Radio Show. I'm your host, I'm Jerry Cook. I got my little one with me, so if y'all hear, that's Emery talking. And we have our special guest, Miss Whitney Cunningham. How you doing, Whitney?
Good, you?
I'm doing good. But yes, you are the founder and owner of Sugar Soiree Baking Company.
Yes.
One, let everybody know what got you started in baking, but then, because we can bake as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it out in our kitchen and things of that nature. But what made you want to actually take the next step and actually start a business?
Well, I started baking when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Watching my grandma, she would bake for like special events or for holidays. And she had a whole collection of cookbooks.
Mm-hmm.
So I would read her cookbooks, mostly the recipes on baking cakes and other stuff like that. And sometimes I would experiment with the recipes, even though I wasn't young enough to make the recipe myself. I would still check the ingredients and stuff like that and read the recipes. And then when I got a little older in my teens, me and a friend, one day we just decided, hey, let's start a cupcake business. Or we wanted to start a cupcake business. So we started experimenting with recipes that we found online. And I think at that time it was when the cupcake shops were booming, so they were just popping up everywhere. So
How long ago was it?
this is when I was like 19. I'm 28 now.
Okay.
So we were thinking to ourselves, okay, they're making money making cupcakes. We're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
So the first recipe we tried was an Oreo cupcake.
Oh, wow.
Made an Oreo cupcake. And we gave it to our family members, and they were like, oh my gosh, these are so good. So, that encouraged us to, hey, maybe we got something. So that ended up not working out with a friend, but I still loved baking. So no matter what kind of jobs I had or what I was doing, the baking would still pop up in my head. Bakery, own a bakery, baking. And I would just bake here and there. But then I started to revisit the idea again. And when I started to revisit the idea again, the same thing happened. I was like, okay, I love baking. I think I can make a business out of this. I don't get tired of baking, because some things you get tired of. But I didn't get tired of baking. So about 2 months ago, I was working at my old job, Goodwill. They had a bulletin board advertising the kitchen that I use. I called the lady over at the kitchen. She said I can come do a tour. And then I was like, I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to do it.
So are you is this one, I'm sure this is pretty much your first official business. But have you did you come from a background of family entrepreneurs, or you're the first one in your family to actually go out there and pursue something of this magnitude?
Well, my grandma, like I said, she would bake cakes and stuff, but it was for if a family member or a close friend asked her to. So it wasn't like an official business, but she kind of had a business going on. She was getting paid for it.
Yeah, it just wasn't like...
Yeah, it wasn't like a license. Yeah. So, like an official business, I'm the first one.
Okay. So how's the reception been then as far as family, friends, peers?
It's been really good. I tried to do this 2 years ago, but it wasn't the right time. It didn't work out. And then after that, I baked here and there, sold a few things, and people always say, you should bake more, you should sell more, but it was illegal, so I didn't want to do it. But I still like baking, and I couldn't eat it all myself, so I would sell it, but I didn't want to go full force because it was illegal.
Yeah.
But when I started doing it legally, everybody jumped onto it, luckily. So it's been really good. Everybody's been buying or referring me to other people or suggesting me for events and stuff. So it's been good.
So are you full time with it now?
Yes, for the last month I am.
Oh wow! So how is that transition been? How is that? Or are you still like in the process of transitioning?
At first, I was working full time, and I would bake in the morning at like 4 a.m., go to work at 7, and then get off work and be here so people can pick up their orders.
Yes.
So at first, I was tired all the time. But after I left that job, I did get a period where I was lazy. I didn't want to do anything but sleep. But now, I'm like working it as if I was working for somebody else. Like I'm putting in the same amount of time, effort, and hours.
Yeah, so you've seen that, like with entrepreneurship, with the shows like Shark Tank and Profit and everything else that glorifies it, which is fine, but I don't think they actually emphasize you have to be a person that one has multiple roles. No matter how big or small your business is, you're always fulfilling additional roles. 2, you have to be your own motivator.
Yes.
Because if you don't get up and go to work, you don't make any money, or the potential for making the money is not there. So I think, a lot of people have to really understand that concept, because it's easy to report to a job because you've been conditioned to, get up, you got to come to the job because you know you can't pay your bills.
That's true.
But it's a totally other thing when you have freedom in your hands and you're responsible for your own paycheck, but you also have like running the business as well.
It's a lot.
Exactly.
I think at first when I was being lazy, I was running from it because I knew that like now you have to do everything. Like you're responsible. If you don't go there, you're not gonna have any money.
Yes.
And if you're not consistent, you're not gonna have customers. And I think at first I was like kind of scared, but then I was like, I gotta suck it up because I gotta make money.
Yeah, and it's like a sink or swim type of scenario. I tell people all the time, it's like when you jump out there and you go full time being an entrepreneur, it's not like getting into a pool where you can enter in the 3 feet and walk your way to like the 9 feet. Full-time status is like that person jumping off a diving board, you're jumping into a 20-foot pool. Either you're going to swim, or you're going to sink.
I have used that analogy all the time in my head. All the time. Because it really is like that.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Excuse me. So what item do you particularly like, because, you do baking, so I know I've seen like the cupcakes. I've seen actual cakes too, right?
So I can bake a cake, but the actual process of stacking a cake and crumb coating it and everything, I'm still perfecting that because it's actually hard to do a cake.
Yes.
It looks easy.
Yeah, it looks easy.
But it's hard.
So what would you say your staple products are then? That when people come to you, they know that they can buy these particular products?
Well, I say my specialty is cheesecake because to me, I think I perfected cheesecake. But when I started advertising or getting myself out there, one of the things that I thought of doing was alcohol-infused cupcakes. So I started doing alcohol-infused cupcakes. And from that's how 13WMAZ found me. And that's how what they wanted to interview me about. Because they said that it was interesting that I did cereal-infused, alcohol-infused, and alcohol-infused cupcakes. So that's what drew them into me.
So how's the reception been with that as far as the consumers? Are they loving one over the other? Or they're like, okay, is it hard to get them to buy? Do you have to do like a lot of samples in order for people to buy, or will people just buy out of curiosity?
With the alcohol-infused cupcakes, when I did my 13WMAZ interview, I still was working at Goodwill, full-time job. But after that interview, I started getting a lot of orders, a lot of messages.
Yeah, that's a lot of exposure.
It was a lot came in at one time. Like I said, I was working at 7 a.m. to 5.
Exactly.
So that's when I was coming here in the morning, baking orders, and then, or sometimes coming in the afternoon if I could, bake after work and have them pick up later. But after that, for a couple of weeks, I was like, I gotta pick one. Like, I can't do both.
Yeah, you can't do both. Yeah,
I gotta
because
pick one.
it's like serving two masters. You can't do it.
It was too much. It's like I gotta pick one. I'd rather be tired from me working for myself than tired for somebody else.
And making them money.
Yes.
You know, because even with Goodwill, it's keeping them going. It's like customers are still coming in, so it's keeping the business flowing. So it's making money. So I guess what has been your most difficult challenge then, besides like getting over your fear, because reality sets in.
Yeah.
What's something that you've had to overcome that you necessarily didn't know going into it? Something that you could foresee.
Well, at first it was money management, I would say.
Okay.
At first. Because the ingredients, I was buying them from Kroger, because at first I had business, but it wasn't a lot of business.
You had no retail, vendor accounts, supplier accounts, so we can get better deals on your ingredients.
So I could buy from Kroger because it was just an order here, order there. But then after a while, it was like, it's costing too much to buy from Kroger, so I have to get a Sam's card and buy from Sam's and order my boxes and cupcake holders from wholesale online. Oh, it was running me in the ground buying from Kroger. It's like, I can't do this. Why am I doing this, buying a thing of flour? Like, I need more flour than this. So at first it was money management, but I've learned how to buy all of my ingredients from like one place or at one time, because I would run back and forth to the store. I would run out of stuff.
Okay, so you say your specialty is with the cheesecake. So what's been, I guess, what's the most popular item to sell then? Is it the cheesecake, or is it the alcohol-infused cheesecake? I can imagine that sells, especially to adults.
Well, really, I try to think of new things. So whenever I think of something new and I put it out there, that becomes the best-selling item. Okay. But the most consistent thing that people have been ordering, it's kind of hard. Actually, it's the key lime. Key lime.
Oh, you do key lime pie?
Key lime cake.
Oh, key lime
cupcakes.
Okay. I'm sure that's interesting.
Lately, people have been ordering a lot of key lime, and then they have the option to add Patron to it. But lately, it's just been the key lime cupcakes, not even with the Patron.
So if someone wanted to order from you, what would be the process then? Do they have to like go online and then they can make a selection based on like variety or customization, or?
So I have a website, but it's just general things on the website. But people can order whatever they would like or message me with any ideas, and normally I can give suggestions. Normally some people come and they'll be like, my favorite alcohol is Hennessy. What goes with Hennessy? And then I give them suggestions. Or sometimes they say, I want something with fruit in it. And I'll give them ideas.
Or what goes well with
Okay. Or sometimes they'll just have like, I want red velvet, or I want chocolate, or something like that.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm sorry, I just had a question. This is very interesting doing this with her acting like this. So are you at this point, because the business is still like new, even though you've been doing it with the experience, which is great because it helps you prepare the business, but are you able to like really focus on the business as far as like setting goals for yourself, or are you still in the mode of just generating sales, making sure that the business stays afloat, and then as you get to a certain point you can sit back, breathe for a moment, then set goals and go after those goals?
It's a little bit of both because right now I sell like by order, but I really want to do dessert catering. That's really what I want to do.
Okay.
Like for parties or office parties, birthdays, things like that. That's what I really want to take it to. And then have a bakery also to do orders. So I'm trying to move it towards the catering thing. So it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
So I'll reach out to different people to expand my business, to go towards the catering. And then also I'm trying to take orders too, because that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit
Both juggling.
So I have goals for both. Because I want new customers to place orders, but then I want to kind of start advertising, hey, I do dessert catering too. So it's kind of like offering two services.
yeah, I definitely get that. I had a great question too. Yeah, she's really giving me. So, your orders, processing the orders. Okay, stop shaking the keys. At this particular point, it's just you, right? What are you able to like handle as far as like order? So, say if somebody wanted like 150 cupcakes, would you be able to fulfill that particular order? Is that like a huge order for you, or?
Thank you. It is a huge order, but right now at this time, I'm not taking any same day orders because, like I said, I'm trying to do dessert catering. So I'm getting asked to do a lot of events. So at first I was taking same day orders, orders within 2 hours, like because I had free time.
Yeah.
But since I'm taking on events,
Yeah.
I don't do same day orders anymore.
So did you do that to like, I guess, position yourself to be able to attract orders quickly, to be able to turn around and flip an order like that? Because I would think that if someone puts in an order, they're gonna have to at least wait until next day for it to be like just a regular, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know anywhere unless you just walk into a bakery and they already have something made. You're actually making something for their particular taste. So I'm like, they don't know like how many orders you have on, log.
Yeah, like how many I already have. Because at first I didn't have, I had customers who I already knew were gonna place orders. Like I had repeat customers. But then as I started making more stuff and advertising more, I started reaching out further to other customers. So people would contact me more and more. Hey, I want to place an order. Hey, I want to place an order. And I'm like, I can't fulfill this order within 2 hours anymore.
Exactly.
Like now you can place it in the morning and pick it up in the afternoon. Then it became, hey, I need 24 hours. And then now, since I'm doing events, hey, it's going to be a couple of days. That's how it has become. Or catch me at an event.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that because I do the cook shop, and with that, people place orders, and I tell them, like, look, just because you place that order at that particular time doesn't mean I don't have other stuff that's ahead of you. And that's the thing, that's what you want, but at the same time, sometimes people will take it as like an insult, or which is crazy because, like, I think they have to understand what they're getting. What they're getting from you is a fresh quality product, and that's something that's been sitting on the shelf for like 4 or 5, 6 days that you're paying for.
That's a whole other thing. People don't understand that either.
So I definitely like to help reiterate that point to consumers, because I'm like, they keep thinking from the retail perspective, in which it is sort of retail, but it's customization.
Yeah.
So.
Because I don't think people understand that at Kroger or Walmart that they don't bake any of that. That comes in frozen. Because I used to work at Kroger. It comes in frozen. The buttercream is already made in tubs, so they just put it in a piping bag. They don't have to make it with the sugar and everything.
Oh, wow.
So it's like that. You call, you place the order. all they have to do is scoop the icing out the tub, go get some frozen cupcakes that was made in a factory and frost it. That's why you can come pick it up, and that's why it's so cheap or affordable.
Yeah, affordable, and the quality I don't think is there either. I rather I've been on this thing for the last few years where I'm really supporting those who one I like to support black businesses just off the top. Even if I have a bad experience with one, I'm not going to just stop supporting that one. I'm going to let them know, like, hey, this is what I think you should improve upon. Because I know as you grow, there are learning curves to everything.
A lot of
Fortune 500 companies have already paved that way to where they've already put their just do in. They know what the customer service experience should be like because they've had plenty of years to do that. So why not do the same thing with our businesses? But two, I like quality stuff. I like fresh stuff. I don't like the old cookie cutter approach to things. So if I'm going to eat cupcakes and things of that nature, especially if I know someone who makes them fresh, someone who has a passion about something, because I'm sure your passion will put you further in the quality realm. Because you're doing it for the love. Yes, you're going to get paid. Yes, it's a business. But at the end of the day, you love what you do, and it's not just about the dollar. So you're not going to give the short end of the stick or take a shortcut to the approach, which shows.
And it's more personalized too than at a bakery. Because I've made a lot of friends and met a lot of people from them coming to pick up their order. Like they'll talk to me and they'll tell me, hey, I ordered your cupcakes for a birthday party. I had them at an event, they were so delicious, and I just had to place an order with you. Or some people will come track me down. This one lady, I don't know how she get the address to this place. She called me every single day, and then she showed up here.
And she really wants some cupcakes.
Yes. And she's so nice. She is so nice, and she placed like 2-3 orders with me. And when she sees me, she tells me, I'll be placing another one next week. And she really does.
Yeah, and that's great. Those are the type of consumers that you want. And you want to actually be able to have that, for every person like that, you want about like 50 of them in your business. But sometimes it's hard to say. You got some people who shop with you one time, some people who shop with you periodically, and then some who are just very enthralled in what you're doing and really want to see you support, want to see you win, and love your products. So that's a good, that's a good thing.
Luckily, I've only gotten nice people. Nobody has been rude. Nobody has been mean. Everybody has been nice and supportive. And then they'll give my information to somebody else, and that person will come and say, hey, such and such sent me. I had one of your cupcakes at her party, and it was delicious. So it's been all good things.
Okay. So with your cupcakes, are they like, because I know some of these stores, they make these extremely big cupcakes. They look like big slices of cake.
I don't do jumbo cupcakes.
Okay, so yours are the regular size cupcakes. Okay.
I probably will sometime soon, but right now I don't do the jumbo cupcakes. I do the standard size and mini cupcakes. I can't do mini cupcakes.
Okay. So is there, I guess, as time progresses, do you see yourself doing things like, right now it's fall time, so there's a lot of pumpkin type stuff out there. Are you going to start leaning towards that way where you introduce new flavors according to the season, or?
Yes, because right now I'm getting a lot of requests for things with pecan in them, peach, apple, like fall flavors, caramel. So I'm trying to go towards that to really try to please everybody or customers. They'll tag me and stuff on Facebook and like, hey, here's an idea. Can you make this? So most of the stuff that I'm getting tagged in is caramel and pecan and chocolate, that kind of stuff. So I am gonna start making things like that. And actually tomorrow here at the Mill Hill Community Center, we're having a bake sale.
Oh, okay. So I guess you're one of the featured bakers. Or?
It's 4 of us that use the kitchen.
Okay.
So we'll all have different items at our table.
So do y'all collaborate, or do y'all use the kitchen at the same time, or
Most of the time we're here at the same time.
do y'all
They
collaborate,
make
like, ideas and stuff, or?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
They 2 of the ladies in there, they've been baking for 20 years plus.
Oh, okay.
And they do wedding cakes and carved cakes. They have their clientele.
Yeah.
And then I guess you call her the kitchen manager or the lady that started it's a baker's collective.
Yeah.
The lady that started it, she has her own style of cakes too, and her own clientele. She's been doing it for 3 years, so she's still a beginner too. But she has her own unique style. She does cakes too. They're beautiful cakes. And then there's me. I'm kind of the beginner, the little baby. So I kind of learn from all of them, and they kind of teach me things and little tips and tricks. I pick up from them.
Things,
So we each learn from each other. They learn like the 2 that's been doing it for 20 years. They learn like the new trends from me, and me and the other girl, we learn like the older tricks and tips from them. So we all teach each other.
That's great that you have a working space where you can be able to do that. So I guess most of your orders. So when someone places an order, they pay for it. Do they need to come and pick it up in person, or are you delivering, or?
So we kind of have a by appointment kind of baking company. Like I said, it's 4 of us, so we each have our own license and our own baking business. So it's just a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, so we can legally have a business. So there's not a place where you can come in and see the cakes or muffins or whatever you're ordering. You have to kind of go off of social media or whatever we post.
But it's packaged though, ready for them to take it.
And then you just message or email us or send us a picture or whatever you want. We communicate with you and you come pick it up. That's kind of how it is. You won't be able to see it before you purchase it unless you come to an event. And that way you can see how our items look, or if we post it on Facebook and you want the same item. That's the only way you'll know.
So as far as 2020, have you been able to set any goals for yourself in your company, Sugar Soiree Baking Company?
Yes, I've been able to reach out to a few companies to work with. Okay. I like to keep things quiet.
No, I understand. They say moving silent, you know.
Yeah, but it's a couple weeks ago I did partner with somebody big in Macon, and that starts in January. It's gonna be all next year. It's a year contract. So that's something big. Okay. And it's a few local companies that have seen me at events and they want to work together. And I think it'll be a long-term relationship. But the one big thing that happens in January is something major. It's like a major expansion. So
definitely look forward to that good news then.
Yeah, I'm gonna need I'm probably gonna need more people than me for that. It's bigger than me. Okay.
So anybody out there who wants to get a hold of your company and wants to be able to look at everything you've done in the past and then be able to hit you up for orders, how do they need to get to you?
They can go to my website so they can get a general idea. And that's Sugar Soiree Baking Co.com. Okay. Or they can go to my Instagram, which is Sugar Soiree Baking Co. Okay. Or my Facebook, which is the same thing. Okay.
Well, I'm glad that you're consistent with that, because some people have social media and they'll have one name for this, one name for that, and I'm like, how's people supposed to find you?
Yeah, I was like that at first, but I had to change it so it can all be the same thing. So when you type in my name, it'll come up. You don't have to search for it, or another business come up.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time for doing this, and
You're welcome. Thank you.
Emory, but I gotta do what I have to do. But I like to give my guests any last words that you have for the people. So if you have a mantra or a theme or anything that you like to say, or anything you like to pass on to everyone?
I would say if you're trying to start a business, take the leap of faith and just do it. Close your eyes and just do it. And I seen this quote somewhere else. I think I saw it on Pinterest. They said it was from Tina Fey, but I'm not too sure about that. But it was basically saying say yes and figure out the rest later on. And I have been doing that. Like when people ask me or other companies and businesses, when they ask me to do events and they want, especially I have an event next week and they want me to do like this pull apart cupcake. And I have not done a pull apart cupcake, but I know I can do it.
Yeah,
I say yes, and I'll figure it out.
That's what I'm talking about.
So just say yes, and then figure out the rest. And then my favorite quote that I also live by is, let me see if I can get it right. Smooth seas. No, I can't even say the quote right. I don't even remember the quote. And I'm probably gonna remember it after this.
Oh, it's okay. You know, yeah.
Oh, smooth seas never made skillful sailors. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, like I said, I appreciate the time. Would definitely like to do a follow-up and see how you progress along the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug out your social media, and anytime you want to like put something out there, feel free to tag the page on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll reshare it for you.
Okay. Thank you.
CTV.